people, I communicate with people's guardian angels and spirit guides and help them through intuition and healing so that they can be able to allow themselves to open doors within themselves to become connected, reconnected to their purpose. Now, one question, just to let you guys know, I'm going to be asking all of you guys one question on the piece of paper that my assistant is passing out. So you don't have to do this right now, but it's something that's necessary so that I can help each and every one of you. When I come to these events and when I speak, the main reason why I'm here is so that you can finally awaken within yourself so that you can radiate the light that you were born to radiate. So many of us allow ourselves to become disconnected from our purpose, and why is that? Does anyone have a clue? Fear. Fear is a good one. Fear, but we are trained as children to not ask questions. We are trained from a very young age to follow the orders that we are meant to be following, not allowing ourselves to become individuals and connecting to the gifts that are within inside of us. So there's a lot of information that I'm going to talk and go through really, really quickly. At the end, I'll let you guys ask questions, but if you guys don't understand, you guys can talk to me a little bit afterwards and then we can continue our conversation because I have a very short amount of time to speak. So always before I start, I always prepare the space. So if everyone could put their palms facing upward on their thighs, this means receiving. When you put your palms facing upwards, it always means we're receiving the energy, we're receiving the messages, and connecting with the vibrations within us. Inhaling positive through our nose, exhaling negative through our mouth so that we can allow ourselves to realign and connect with balance within us. Inhale positive, exhale negative. Just relaxing and connecting with the breath within inside of you. Beautiful. Welcome. Okay, so I always do that to be able to connect the space and to make for sure that not just you, but that I am prepared energetically for all of you. First thing that I want to talk about, which is extremely important, is does everyone understand what the word purpose means? Does anyone have an inclination or an idea of when I say purpose, what does that mean? Let me explain. Many of us, when we are children, like I mentioned earlier, we are raised to say, this is what you're supposed to do, this is the door you're supposed to open, this is who you're supposed to be. But when we're all children, the one thing that every one of us had was a dream. We all had a dream when we were children. And that dream was, whether it was a fireman, whether it was a nurse, whether it was a veterinarian, a healer, it didn't matter what that dream was. But to us, that dream was real. And to us, that dream was powerful. And it was a freeing feeling. It was a feeling of freedom, and it was a feeling of connection and purpose. And then as we grew, what is the one thing that happened? Reality, it kind of just like came in like a, what do you call that thing? A bulldozer, right? And it swiped us away from our dream and from our passion. And it disconnected us from our passion. But who here feels like as if that they're connected, just by a raise of hands, who feels like they're connected to their purpose today? Okay, so a few people feel. Let me ask you, why do you feel like you're connected to your purpose? I'm sorry, where's my little microphone? Is it working?
Hello?
Yeah. Thank you. Here, so I can hear you. It's very loud.
Hello? Yeah. I feel I'm free from my karma, and I've done the work that I needed to do on my soul.
Okay.
So I'm free to
be
see
who
my
you're meant
purpose.
to be. Okay, to see
and
your
be
purpose,
that purpose.
to be connected.
Yeah.
Good job. I like that answer. Okay, I forgot to ask a very important question, and asking permission from all of you. I am intuitive. Like I mentioned for a split second earlier, I communicate with guardian angels. I have been intuitive all my life. I have lived with the visionaries in Medjugorje. I've worked with Mother Teresa. My biggest thing has always been about my intuition. So who here does not want me to read them? Because that happens during when I speak. So does anyone not want me to say anything if I see something? I'm very outspoken. No? Okay. I warned you. Okay. So the reason why I'm asking that is because when you say that you've allowed yourself to free your karma, one of the things that I notice that most people do is they allow themselves to hold on to that karma. That's a great point that he mentioned. We hold on to that stress, to that burden, to that heaviness, and we allow that to continue to drag us down. And it stops us from having the prosperity and the success that we're meant to have. What is the number one reason why you showed up to the Best You Expo today? What is the number one reason? To find yourself, to receive an answer that you're not even aware that you're supposed to be receiving today, to get information so that you can be aligned with who you're meant to be once again, right? You don't even know what you're looking for, you're just open to the idea so that you can explode to be free once again. But what happens is we allow ourselves to get involved with that one thing that this lady over here mentioned, fear. We doubt, we connect with the karmic energy and the things that are blocking us. Now, my assistant didn't have time to set it up, but I had an image to explain to all of you. Does anyone know what chakras are? Yes? Who does not know? Okay, very few people. Good. Okay, that makes me very happy. I don't have to explain a lot. Has anyone heard of the term of an aura? The three people who said they don't know what chakras are, do you guys know what aura means? Yes? Okay. Your chakras create the aura. Okay? So just to say it in short for a moment, because we don't have a lot of time, your aura is created by the chakras that are within inside of you. So we have 7 main chakras, but we actually have many more chakras than 7. And tomorrow I'm going to be doing a book signing, which is talking about the chakras. It's what I write about, what I teach, and what I travel working on. Anyways, these chakras become blocked, is my point. So our energy becomes blocked, and it stops us from putting our right foot forward and stepping into who we're supposed to be. It stops us from being that person. Why does it stop us from being that person? Is because fear, doubt, confusion, lack of trust, disconnection, many, many, many reasons. Loss of love, loss of confidence. Confidence is a huge one. One of the things that I've realized as I've worked for over 30 years helping people, that people really lack confidence in what they really want, but they have confidence where it doesn't count. Now, people sit there and they say, what is that supposed to mean? Like, wait a minute, I have confidence. No, you have confidence to be successful and to maybe be prosperous, but not to be happy and not to have fulfillment. That is completely different. When I work with people and when I help people, and I do programs when I work with people and I help people, okay, let's focus on who you're meant to be, what you're meant to do. And not only do they become financially successful, but they're fulfilled because they're connected to who they're meant to be and being able to allow themselves to have true alignment within themselves. So instead of them feeling as though they're split and there's this negative magnetic resistance, they feel a connection within themselves once again, which is what we constantly are battling. We're always battling the connection within ourselves, and we're not allowing ourselves to be connected to who we're meant to be. Why are we doing this? Is because we are not allowing ourselves to admit who we want to be and what we want. So you in the blue shirt, you, sir, I'm going to give you the microphone. I want to know what you feel is your purpose, okay? Let me come to you.
I feel like my purpose is to work within the creative industries. Like,
I agree with you. Creativity, yes.
Yeah, like when I was younger, my ambition was to be an actor.
Oh.
But I don't know, I got a bit lost along the way.
Yeah, it was your dad.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. I'm intuitive. Sorry. Okay, so exactly like he said, he had a passion to connect to his creativity. And obviously, he's here so he can be able to reconnect to that creativity. But his father, I know intuitively, has stopped him so he can be realistic. Don't live in the clouds. Don't dream all the way up here in the clouds. Focus on reality. How many people here have been told that growing up? Right? Most of us, even myself. My family is completely against who I've become. They are the most strict Roman Catholic Orthodox Jews. I'm Italian and Jewish. Talk about fun childhood. It was amazing. So I had Jews on this side, Orthodox, and then I had Christianity or Catholicism beyond connection to. Oh, it was wonderful. Literally, I'm their nightmare. I am their absolute nightmare in every way, shape, or form. They've told me this. But I didn't care. Because if it wasn't for my intuition, if it wasn't for my strength, and realizing how everything I had inside me made me who I am, because I seen my mother, it didn't matter how much money they had, it didn't matter who they were. It was about understanding how unhappy they were. And my family is they had many, many, many very prosperous people, many businesses, many beautiful things that they had, but they weren't beautiful inside. They were miserable. They were unhappy. And I took all the knowledge of what I knew in regards towards business, all the knowledge of what I knew of how success was meant to be, and transformed it into being able to connect it more on a purpose level, if that makes any sense. So I combined, and this is what I teach when I work with programs and helping people. I got to put this down. I combined purpose with business and meaning in the human life that we live today, because the world that we live in today is very hard and very difficult because it's filled with judgment and ridicule. And there's this new thing I just found out about, which is now we're being rated on our popularity. It's a new app. I thought I was going to throw up. I'm very real. I say it how it is. And I was so sick to my stomach hearing that we're being rated on our popularity that I just literally thought that was the most disgusting. I can't even talk about it because it just makes me feel nauseated. We are not here to be rated. Do you think that you were created by our creator in the white sweater so that someone can judge you? I'm so sorry, I can't hear you. That is so loud here. What did you say?
Probably not.
No. She was not here so that she could be rated and so that she could be judged. Every single one of you. The one thing that makes me excited and makes me happy about the work I do is because every single one of you are meant to have true happiness. Do you know how easy it is to have true happiness? How absolutely wonderful it is to have true fulfillment. And that it's not that impossible as people make it. It's not just for the special ones that have been through all this journey and, living in the monasteries for many years or living up at the top of the mountain as a yogi. It's not just them. I've met them. I've worked with them. I've worked with shamans. I've spent time with them. Yeah, they're awesome. They're wonderful. God bless them. But just because they've done the work doesn't mean that they're the only ones who are chosen to know what it is to have complete bliss. Just because we were born to live in the world of society doesn't mean that we are unfortunate and we are here to suffer. But we have allowed ourselves to carry that cross on our shoulder, as they say, so that we can continue carrying that stress and that burden. But we've put it on ourselves. So what I'm teaching you today, and we're going to work on in a moment energetically, we're going to work on changing the vibration and letting all those crosses, all those bricks, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a thing with thorns, whatever it is energetically, let it go and focus on allowing yourselves to connect with the soles of your feet all the way to the top of your head. Connect with the vibration, the energy that's what's inside of you, and connect with receiving love. Now, I don't mean passion and intimate love. I mean a pure love, a love of the connection from Mother Earth and from yourself. Because until we learn to love ourselves again, we're not going to be able to allow ourselves to reach that level of true happiness. Who do you feel is your number one, absolutely, I'm going to point over here, person that judges you? Yay! She said herself. That was the answer I was looking for. Because we are. I even fall into that. I have fell into that and I've said, nope, it's my fault. But that's because I accept, responsibility. But when I was young growing up, and I was in trouble for being intuitive, and I was in trouble for seeing visions, I would blame myself because I was told it was my fault. So I start taking that like it was a burden, and like as if though I was cursed like my family. You're just dark, you're just negative. And I took on all that negative that I was told, and I was convinced that I was negative. So we're going to allow ourselves to go back into the time of when we were in the womb being created to come into this amazing world, which is absolutely beyond the point of magnificent, absolutely beyond the point of a gift, that we have allowed ourselves to not be appreciative to receive. We see the world as a challenge. We see the world as a complication, as a difficulty, as a struggle. And I work with many people, CEOs, business people, and they sit there and they say, how am I supposed to make it? I'm unhappy. They have all this, but they don't have one beautiful smile. They don't. And why are they missing the smile? Is because they're disconnected. They don't understand the meaning of life. They're not connected to their purpose and to their heart. So let's focus on connecting with that. So we're going to be focusing on connecting with the vibration that connects us back to our childhood, inhaling positive through our nose, exhaling negative through our mouth, starting from the soles of your feet all the way to the top of your crown, up above your head, connecting with the vibration within inside of you, and focusing on receiving love. Now, pure love, remember what I said. And this pure love is the love that's connected from you and from Mother Earth. Because why do I say Mother Earth? Can I ask you? I know you're drinking water, but do you guys know why I say Mother Earth?
I don't. I can try to think of an answer, but I don't.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Okay. The reason why I say Mother Earth is because what is the one thing that is constantly giving without judgment to you? Mother Earth. Whether you understand that or not, think about it once you leave this lecture, and you'll start saying, oh, that's what she meant, because I don't have a lot of time. So, Mother Earth, to me, is one of the most purest forms of love, because she gives without judgment repetitively. No matter how much we burn her, no matter how much we cut her down, no matter how much we toxic and put garbage in her waters, no matter what we do, she still gives. We're here, obviously. She must still love us, right? So that's a whole nother subject. Okay, inhale positive through your nose, exhale negative through your mouth, and focus on allowing yourself to focus on the soles of your feet all the way to the top of your head, and then after that, we're going to write on a piece of paper what you feel your purpose is. Inhale positive, exhale negative. Really exhale like a lion's breath if you guys understand yoga, so that you can let go of what it is that's holding you back. Remember, you're getting rid of the crush, you're getting rid of the weight on your shoulders. I don't care what it is. Any negative you're holding on to, you're releasing, please. Beautiful. Okay. So as I was focusing and connecting with that, there was a few people, actually 7 people specifically, that's the number that came up, that I saw that were kind of like trying to figure out how to do that. One thing I want to help everyone understand, this is a very fast experience that we're going through within this hour that you're sitting with me. So whoever has questions or whoever has anything you want to ask after, we'll talk about that. But this is the thing. As you're allowing yourself to go through this moment, don't try. Just allow yourself to be. Okay? There's no right or wrong. There's no perfect. That doesn't even exist. Okay, so you in the black jacket, let me ask you a quick question. What do you feel is your purpose? And then I want everyone to write a pen, use your pen and paper and write down what you feel your purpose is while she helps me hear what she feels is her purpose. Yes, thank you.
To be happy and make other people happy and spread joy and happiness.
Oh, I like that. I like her answer. But that is not exactly a purpose, but it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful vision. Now, the way she described that is she said she wants to make people happy, and she wants to make people feel happy, and she wants to be happy. How many of you want to have that feeling for the rest of your life? Everyone. Everyone, okay, even the shy people, you guys are all supposed to raise your hand. Otherwise, you shouldn't be in this lecture, okay? We're all supposed to want to be happy, guys. This is exactly why we were created. Every one of us are created so that we can have happiness until the end of time. Do you think, in the yellow jacket with the purple sweater, do you think that happiness is not meant to be given to you? Or do you think you deserve happiness as well? I'm so sorry, I cannot. Yes or no? Yes? You believe you're meant to have happiness. Okay. Sorry, it's hard to get to everyone, but every one of us, and thank you for saying that. I hear you, I don't believe you. The only reason why I say that is because your energy doesn't radiate that you believe in yourself. So we'll talk about that in a moment. Who feels like as if, besides him, who I agree, that they have done the work energetically, spiritually, emotionally, so that they can get to where they're meant to be? Who feels like they've already done that? I agree with you guys. You feel? Okay, the reason why I'm asking is because in order for us to get to where we're meant to be, I love your shirt. In order for us to get to where we're meant to be, it's funny because I know as soon as I was getting ready to talk about what I was going to say, I see her shirt, which is like a spaceship going out into like NASA, you know, going up into the universe. I was going to talk about detachment. Yeah, and then here it is, the spaceship on her shirt flying into the universe. We have to become detached. Detached from the things that we allow, that they lock us down and they stop us from moving forward. They stop us from being free. So you in the white sweater with the beautiful little rope necklace thing that you have right there, the one who raised your hand, the one thing that's stopping you from moving forward and the reason why you do not understand how to have that, yes, that feeling of complete freedom is because you're still holding on to responsibility. You're still holding on to control. The one thing that I teach people, I am talking about, okay, let's give an example for a moment. I have this one client who's a supermodel lady, God bless her, and she was in the process of getting ready to lose her position because she lacks confidence. Now, this one person that I can't mention has been sexually abused by her father, extremely recognized in the world, very like she's all great, and had one boyfriend, and has continuously allowed herself to put up with abusive people and managers. She has had nothing but negativity. And everyone just sees her as, oh my God, she's so great. Oh my God, she's so amazing. And I guarantee you guys all know her, okay? Because she's on the cover of magazines all the time. Bottom line, she's not happy. She was going to lose it all because all she wanted to do, her dream, was to go to this one place, this one monastery, and go live in there and hide for the rest of her life. Her father never even came to her shows, and no matter how recognized she is, I talked to her sister and her mother, he hates his daughter. He tells her that. He doesn't say, oh, I don't like you. He says the word hate to his daughter who works her butt off. Negativity brings us down by people's words, is my point. And we allow other people's actions and we allow other people's words to destroy us. And then that gives us that feeling that we have to have control. Well, I'm going to control everything. And and then you tighten your fist and you tighten your body, which creates complications with your organs. It creates complications with your heart. It creates complications in your brain. And then that's a whole nother subject that I don't have time to talk about, which again is about the chakras and everything. Okay, can you collect the papers for me, please? Okay, everyone pass down your notes of what your purpose is, your name, and all your information. Now, I'm going to call up two people. Who does not want me to call on them? He goes, she's too real. Don't talk to me today. We'll do this privately. Sorry, I do talk a lot. But the thing is that what we're going to be focusing on is helping and giving an example of how easy it is to give you the solution. So I give solutions all day long, but are you going to invest in yourself and do the work that it takes to get you to where you need to be? right? That's the question you have to ask yourself. So if I'm here, am I going to hear the answer or am I going to do the work that needs to be going along with it? And that's where people always allow themselves to get stuck. They hear the message, just like I've heard, Tammy, don't eat fried food. It makes my stomach sick. And I'm like, oh, but I love the French fry. Okay, then I eat it anyways. That's just a silly example. But the point is, it's true. But the point is that when you keep your body pure and you put in bad stuff, it makes us sick, you know? So it's like when I give up coffee, like say I give up coffee for a year, which I love coffee, right? It's such a horrible thing. And tea doesn't compare to my coffee. It's like I put the tea, it just doesn't compare. And then I drink coffee after a year and I get sick. It's so absolutely ridiculous. It's evidence that we are poisoning ourselves. The reason why I'm giving you guys this silly example is because we do it to ourselves daily through everything that we do. And I'm not just talking about food and drinks, through energy, through communications, by allowing ourselves to put up with abuse, by allowing ourselves to put up with negativity, by allowing ourselves to doubt in ourselves, by allowing ourselves to stop loving ourselves, by allowing ourselves to say, yeah, we're not good enough. No, I can't do it. Those should be the bad French words that we are saying. No, I cannot. That should be the worst, most cursed word in the world, is the word no. That word is horrible, in my opinion, because I have been literally brought up to believe that there is no such thing as I cannot. I've only seen that the word I can and everything is possible. I've dealt with atheists, I've dealt with non-believers, I've dealt with so many different type of people in this world. And every single person that the universe has brought in front of me to work with, no matter how big the challenge, the only negative thing that anyone has ever said about me is that I work too hard. And that's fine. I don't care. You know, they could say that all day long. I work too hard. I love what I do, and I do work too hard. But it's only because I love it. I wouldn't come all the way to London so I could work with all the other people in the world from America so I can sit here and go, let's go on vacation. I do that all the time, you know? But when it's time to make a difference in helping people, that's when I shine and I get so excited and I get energized and people think that I'm on something because they're like, what is she taking? I didn't even have coffee yet. But when I do, I'll even be more energetic. But the point is that, okay, I need to see the papers, please. Well, this one only says Michelle. The message, the answer is, the best me I can be. The person who makes a difference. So who said that? Oh, come up, please. Sorry, I couldn't see. And then Georgia? Am I saying that right? A happy, aware, aligned person. Oh, I like that. Okay, who said that? Okay, come up, please. And then Gary, still not sure, working. I like it. I like that. But he wants to help people to get out of darkness and needs to be in motion. Good. Who said that? Who's Gary? Oh, come. You're from Norway? Come. Did I say your name wrong, or is your name Gray? I'm so sorry. Gray? Gree? Okay. Okay, so let me explain. Where's that other girl? Oh, there you are. Come over here, please. Sorry. Okay, so let me explain. Do you guys mind if I'm intuitive? And I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but is this okay? Yes? You guys all give permission? Okay. So, Michelle, I like what you said. That was very sweet. But do you feel like as if that you're taking the steps in the right direction? Here, you guys pass the thing down. Do you feel like you're taking the steps in the right direction to allow yourself to be, like you said here, the best me I can be to make a difference?
Sometimes. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Okay. I can tell you what are the things that are blocking you. And I wish I had time for all of you because I always love giving information and giving you guys the solution like this because that's what I am known for. The way that you are going to find true happiness is by allowing yourself to disconnect from your job. You're too sewn in your job. It's like you guys are sewn in each other. And some people sit there and they say, Tammy, how could you just tell someone to get rid of their career? Because I can't. Unfortunately, when I see things, I'm very, very outspoken. And the reason why I say unfortunate is because it's not unfortunate to me. It's unfortunate to the people who are losing you because they don't know what they had. You're the one who's blessed to be able to walk away and finally become free. I have a client who was making over 6 digits, a little bit sometimes, but most of the time, like, I don't know, anywhere from 800 to almost $1 million a year, right? She was in this developing company, literally making good money. She was fine. She was great. Told her to quit her job. You have to quit. You have to just give it up. It's done. It's over. Okay? She lost her husband. Her husband left her. She had no idea who her children were because they lived in daycare and everywhere else. Her son was molested. She had every negative situation, but she didn't care because she was working and she was making good money. Bottom line, she quit her job. Now she's making even more and she's traveling the world, and her money that God's giving to her and that's coming back to her is being given back because half her proceeds, because she's been so blessed, have to go back to sex trafficking. So she's created an organization that I helped her to give back to the world because of the abuse of her kids and stuff. Bottom line is, when you're doing something and when you're connected to your heart and you're doing something that makes you happy, and now she's a motivational speaker and she's going out there and she's doing it. She also became a writer, but more than anything, she's allowed herself to connect to her purpose, to be able to do things that are going to make her more money, more success than she thought was possible, because she thought she had to be a slave to this career. That's like you. Do you see? You have so much more. You're like that guy with the creativity that's so awesome, but doesn't allow himself to be creative because he stops himself like you've stopped yourself. His is connected to his family. Yours is connected to your career. Do you understand that? Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good. I don't know why it's such not that loud. So she said yes, she does. Okay, just to confirm that. One thing that they described is they said, once you allow yourself to walk away, and we'll talk about this privately if you want help, but one thing that you need to do is by allowing yourself to walk away, then you realize what is the real gift that's inside of you. So how you said here that you want to be able to be the best in you, the way that we become the best in ourselves is by connecting to our hearts and connecting to who we really truly are. Remember, I've said that a few times today. Why do I keep saying that? Do you know why? Because it's extremely important. Without us having full love within ourselves, you cannot have love from anyone else. Without us being able to be connected and believe in who we are, no one else will believe in you. I've taught people this for many years, and those who allow themselves to invest and do the work that needs to be done, you always see how absolutely beyond the point of successful and prosperous you become. Okay, can you pass it, please? Okay, how do I say your name?
Georgia.
Georgia. Oh, okay, I didn't know. Okay.
I mean, if you want, it's Georgia, but Georgia is fine.
Georgia, okay,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, and then what did you say?
Happy, aware, aligned.
Oh, yes, happy, aware, aligned person. Okay, what do you feel is your purpose? Do you want me just to tell you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I have an
We have a
idea.
little, what do you think is your aim?
Well, I just think...
I can't even hear you.
sorry. I just think that being happy myself will make other people happy. So it's similar to the other person, but I think I need to start from myself. So that's
You have to start from yourself, yes.
main
But
purpose.
one of the things that we're talking about is, and one of the things that I answer and give answers to people is not just the start. Of course, I know how to help you with that, but is giving you the answer, whether the answer is going to be valid today or in 2 years. You're meant to work with children. That's your like your candy, you know?
Quite.
Being able to see the smile on innocent babies' faces and being able to change their vibration, that is you. You are beautiful with children, amazing with children. So it's like with all of you guys, everyone has a specific purpose, a specific duty. Like you're supposed to be getting involved with healing. You're supposed to be getting involved with directing. You know, everyone has a different purpose, a core gift that's within inside of them. Do you see? So my main thing is being as a teacher and being able to heal people, right? Not just intuition. Intuition's awesome. It's something I've always had, but that's not my gift. You like my purpose. You know what I'm saying? My purpose is to teach and to help, to radiate the light around the world so that everyone can be special. Everyone can be light, just not just lit up, shining, right? When you think of darkness, okay, let me use you as an example. When you think of darkness, do you ever allow yourself to realize how powerful the light is? Because I'm going to give you guys a small example in 1 second. Do you realize, when you see yourself in a dark space, do you realize, but there's potential, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's hard for us to see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? I'm so sorry, what?
It's basically just out of balance because I'm conscious about both. I know I can be on the top of the light and I can be on the top of the darkness.
Yes.
So it's just about,
Finding the balance.
Yeah, finding the balance. Yeah.
Okay.
Confidence.
I'll help you. She's talking about yin yang. Yes, I understand that. The reason why I asked that question is because most of us don't realize that the one thing that is so powerful is light. So no matter how much we don't have confidence, no matter how much we lack faith, think of how powerful the stars are in the universe that are lighting up the sky from millions and trillions of miles away through the darkness. That's a silly example, but think how powerful and how massive that light is that's giving us the ability to see at nighttime, right? With that little teeny bit of light. Not just the moon. Yeah, the moon's a great example too. But I want to talk about millions and billions of miles away of how light that star shines in the darkness. Okay? Has many of you ever spent time out in the wilderness? No? Some. You camping? Yeah? Okay. Well, it's amazing, in my opinion, obviously, to spend time in the wilderness. And obviously I spend time there because that's where I meditate and do my work. But the reason why I'm giving that example is because when you're out there and away from civilization, it is so funny how your eyes adjust and how easy it is to see at dark time. Even with just the sliver moon, the sliver smiley moon, I forget what that's called, the crescent moon, you can still see with how many stars there are. Okay, sorry. Okay, go ahead. Your name and what you feel. And then I'm going to tell you what your purpose is. I'm sorry? I can't.
My name is Grianette. Is it on? Yeah.
Yeah, you got to just put it close.
Grianette.
Okay.
And
yours was interesting.
Yeah, I'm still not sure.
I like hers because she said, let's see what it says over here. Still not sure. Working on it. Okay, go ahead. But she wants to help people.
Yeah.
I love her honesty. The reason why I love how the universe picked her name is because she's so real. You know what I mean? It's like you have to put the parentheses. She's real. She said it how it is. I don't know. I want to help people. Go ahead.
Yeah. But I'm told if I heal myself, I will become a healer.
To heal her.
Yes.
Okay. I will give you an example.
Yeah, but,
yes.
yeah.
Use this hand while you talk. Give me this hand.
Okay.
Go ahead. Okay.
I think I need to help people out of the darkness because
Okay.
I've been there myself.
So, you can't see because she has really faint lines, but in order to know that you're a healer, so I studied many different type of things. Astrology, numerology, palmistry, everything. I studied, in order for me to be who I am, I'm very stubborn and I want to know everything. That's me. So when she said she wanted to be a healer,
No,
I was like,
I didn't say I want to be, but I was told I'm coming to be a healer.
okay, well,
as
when
soon
she
as
I
heal
just heard the
myself.
word healer.
Yeah.
And as soon as she said that, I said, let me check.
Yeah.
And you see this star, it's very faint, but it's in between your love line and your business line.
Mm-hmm.
That means that is what your purpose is.
And what is it?
A
Please
healer.
tell me. Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
but still, I don't believe it.
That doesn't matter. I didn't believe I was going to do what I'm going to, I didn't believe in what I'm doing. When they told me, when I was very young, and one of my teachers, so that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, let me tell you one more other thing. Bottom line, Yes, you have a lot of healing you have to go through, but the healing is mainly in your heart, and it's also in your voice because you're afraid to speak.
Yeah.
You allow yourself to get illness and sickness because you always have stress and anxiety over in your voice because you're not allowing yourself to speak up. So you need to allow this part of your body to go through healing, but you need to go through even a lymph node cleansing.
Yeah, I've been very sick, so you're right.
Yeah. Well, I'm good at what I do, but if you allow yourself to listen, you can start the process.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know what I'm
working
saying?
on it.
Good
as I
girl.
said,
Good
yeah.
girl. Good girl. I'm glad. You're good too. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Okay. Thank you guys. You guys can sit down. Okay, so I unfortunately have 5 minutes left because I don't pay attention to time. That's why the guy came all the way over here to show me the time. Okay, so we're going to close everything. If you guys want to invest in yourself and start the process of really healing and changing your lives, you guys can come see me at booth number A8. Thank you. I have to look. I just got here before I start speaking. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. But we're going to do a closing really quick. Okay, a closing, and then what I do is when you guys come, then we can, when I work with people, I only do programs. So I help people because I can't help you by just saying, hey, this is your purpose, hey, this is your purpose, hey, this is your purpose. I can do that, and I do that for people, but that's not going to get you where you need to be, right? So like, for example, with you, your heart, you are so heartfelt. You have the most beautiful light that's around you. Beautiful. You're like an inspiration when people are near you because you always have this positive attitude. The world could be coming to an end, and she's like, oh, it's good. You know, right? But you don't do it for yourself. Do you see? You give, but yet you're like the tree that's dying for water, you know? It's like, you know, you need water. Okay, sorry. Okay, we're going to close up. See, I only have an hour. Do you see this? Okay, inhale positive, exhale negative. I'm talking again at 3, somewhere else. So if you guys want to come to listen to that, that's completely different though. It's a completely different purpose. Inhale positive, exhale negative. Focus on connecting with the light and receiving pure love within yourself. Palms facing up.